What if I told you that one man, an unproven coach, would walk into the biggest football club in the world and change history? No first-team experience, no tactical revolution, just an undeniable aura, a presence that commanded respect. Yet, in just 3 years, he did the impossible. He built an empire, 9 trophies, 3 Champions League titles, back-to-back dominance in a competition where no team had ever defended their crown. But how? How did Zinedine Zidane, who had never coached a top club before, shock the footballing world and break the Champions League? This is the story of how Zinedine Zidane's Real Madrid shocked world football. A club where success isn't celebrated, it's expected, where winning is the bare minimum and failure is unforgivable. But in the 2014-15 season, failure became reality. Carlo Ancelotti, the man who had delivered La Decima just a year earlier, was gone. His team, stacked with world-class talent, had crumbled under pressure. No league title, no Copa del Rey, no Champions League glory. A season without trophies at the Santiago Bernabeu was nothing short of disaster. Meanwhile, Barcelona were unstoppable. The MSN trio were tearing teams apart, leading their club to a treble. Madrid's fiercest rivals weren't just winning, they were dominating. Florentino Perez, the club's ruthless president, had seen enough. He pulled the trigger, bringing in a new manager. But instead of choosing a visionary, a leader who could match Barcelona's brilliance, he made a baffling decision. Rafa Benitez, a defensive-minded, pragmatic coach, brought in to manage a dressing room filled with superstars. It was a disaster waiting to happen. The cracks appeared immediately. A humiliating 4-0 defeat to Barcelona at the Bernabeu. Madrid torn apart. A club in chaos. Benitez wouldn't survive. In January 2016, Perez made another bold move. But this time, it wasn't just bold, it was reckless. Zinedine Zidane, a legend as a player, a World Cup winner, a Galactico. But as a manager, nothing. No experience at the highest level, just a few years coaching Madrid's youth team. The football world watched, waiting for the inevitable collapse. But what happened next? No one saw coming. Zidane stepped into the chaos. A club in crisis, a dressing room divided, a season slipping away. His first match? A 5-0 demolition of Deportivo, a statement. But one win wouldn't silence the doubters. Then came the real test. Atletico Madrid, the derby. The pressure was suffocating. Zidane's Madrid needed a victory, but instead, they fell. At home, the whispers turned into roars. He's not ready. He's out of his depth. Madrid were now 12 points behind Barcelona in La Liga. The title, gone. But then, something changed. Zidane made one decision that shifted everything. Casemiro. The Brazilian was barely more than a squad player under Benitez, but Zidane saw what others didn't. He made him undroppable, the missing piece, the foundation Madrid needed. And suddenly, the team clicked. From March onwards, Real Madrid did not lose a single league game. Then came El Clásico, the most feared fixture of the season. Barcelona were unbeaten in 39 games. The Camp Nou was waiting to humiliate Madrid again. Barcelona scored first. Madrid looked beaten. Then Benzema struck back, 1-1. The game was on. Then, a disaster. Sergio Ramos, red card, down to 10 men. The clock ticking, Barcelona pushing for a winner. And then, Cristiano Ronaldo. One touch, a quick turn, a thunderous strike, goal. Silence. Madrid had done it. They had broken Barcelona's streak. The Zidane era had truly begun, but this was just the beginning. The biggest test was yet to come. The Champions League quarter-finals. Real Madrid versus Wolfsburg. On paper, an easy tie. In reality, a nightmare. The first leg in Germany was a disaster. Wolfsburg, aggressive, fearless, stunned Madrid. 2-0. Zidane's men looked shell-shocked. Cristiano, invisible. The dream was slipping away, but at the Bernabeu, Zidane knew. This was war. The stadium was electric. The fans, nervous, desperate, demanded a miracle. From the first whistle, Madrid attacked like a team possessed. Relentless, wave after wave of pressure. 15th minute, a cross into the box. Cristiano Ronaldo, goal. The Bernabeu erupted, 1-0. 17th minute, another attack. Chaos in the box. The ball falls to Ronaldo. He scores again, 2-0, level on aggregate. But they needed one more. Wolfsburg were hanging on, defending for their lives. Minutes passed, tension tightened. Then, the 77th minute. A free kick. Cristiano steps up. The stadium holds its breath. He runs up, strikes it perfectly. The ball bends, dipping past the wall. Goal. Hat-trick. Comeback complete. The Bernabeu exploded. Zidane clenched his fists. Madrid were through. Cristiano stood arms outstretched, soaking in the moment. The King of Europe had spoken, but ahead, something even bigger loomed. The final step. A night that would define everything. The Champions League final against Atletico Madrid. The Champions League final, the rematch. 2 years earlier, Madrid had crushed Atletico's dreams with a stoppage-time equaliser and an extra-time slaughter. This time, Simeone's men wanted revenge. First half, Madrid struck first. Sergio Ramos, a warrior, a leader, 1-0. But Atletico refused to die. Second half, Griezmann, penalty. He steps up, misses. Still, Madrid couldn't escape. 79th minute. Atletico finally break through. 1-1. Extra time. Madrid are exhausted, legs heavy, minds fading. Atletico smell blood. But Zidane stands firm, calm, unshaken. The final whistle blows. Penalties. One by one, Madrid players step up. Vasquez, Marcelo, Bale, Ramos. Ice cold. Perfect. Then, Juanfran, Atletico's hero, their warrior. He steps up, shoots, post. Madrid are one kick away. Cristiano Ronaldo walks forward. The moment belongs to him. He runs, he strikes. Goal. Madrid explode into history. La Undécima, the 11th Champions League title. The first for Zidane as a manager. But this was only the beginning. Over the next 2 seasons, Zidane's Madrid would do the impossible. A league title, a back-to-back Champions League, then a third in a row. Something no team had ever done. 9 trophies in 3 years. A dynasty, a legacy. Zinedine Zidane arrived as an unproven coach. He left as a legend. Real Madrid didn't just dominate, they changed history. Football is a game of moments, moments that define players, moments that build legends. And Zidane, he didn't just create moments, he created an era of dominance, an era of defiance, an era where Real Madrid didn't just chase history, they became history. From an untested manager to a tactical mastermind, from doubt to destiny, from challengers to kings of Europe. 9 trophies, 3 Champions Leagues, 1 legacy that may never be matched. And yet, even now, the question remains, was this the greatest team of all time? Or was it simply the magic of Zidane? Because legends may leave, but their shadows never fade. This was not just a story of trophies, it was a story of belief, of resilience, of proving the world wrong. And if history has taught us anything, it's that legends always return. But football never stops. Legends fade. Dynasties crumble. But somewhere, right now, a new story is being written. Who will rise next? Who will shock the world? Only time will tell.